Your car's exhaust pipe is a bit like a chimney. It's designed to get rid of the waste gases from the engine after the fuel has been burnt. Most of the time we don't pay it much notice, do we? We just start the car and off we pop. But what if I told you that the puff of smoke coming out of the back could be one of the best early warning signs you have? It's a direct window into the health of your engine. Paying a little attention to what comes out of your tailpipe can save you a whole lot of bother and a hefty garage bill down the line. It's a simple visual check that anyone can do, no spanners or fancy diagnostic tools required. So, what should you be seeing? On a normal day, a healthy, well-maintained petrol or diesel engine should produce exhaust that is nearly invisible. You might see a very thin, wispy, white vapor, especially when you first start the car on a cold or damp morning. This is perfectly normal, so don't you worry about that. It's just condensation, like the steam from a kettle, burning off from inside the exhaust system as it heats up. After a few minutes of driving, once the engine and exhaust are up to temperature, even this should disappear. This is the gold standard we're all aiming for. The real trouble starts when the smoke doesn't go away or when it has a distinct color. Right then, let's talk about white smoke. As we've said, a bit of thin, steamy vapor on a cold start is nothing to fret about. But if you're seeing thick, dense clouds of white smoke billowing out of your exhaust, even when the engine is fully warmed up, that's a different story altogether. This isn't just condensation, this is a classic symptom of your engine burning coolant. Coolant, or antifreeze, is supposed to stay within its own sealed system, circulating around the engine to keep it at the perfect operating temperature. It should never ever find its way into the combustion chambers where the fuel and air are ignited. So how does this happen? The most common cause is a problem with the head gasket. If this gasket fails, or blows as we say in the trade, it can create a pathway for coolant to leak directly into the cylinders. When that happens, the coolant gets burnt along with the fuel, producing that distinctive sweet-smelling thick white smoke. It's a serious problem that needs immediate attention. You're losing coolant. You might even see a milky mayonnaise-like gunk under the oil cap. Stop driving and call a reputable garage. Now, let's move on to the next color on our list, blue. If you see a distinct blue or grayish-blue haze coming from your exhaust, it's a telltale sign that your engine is burning oil. Just like coolant, engine oil has its own dedicated system. Its job is to lubricate all the moving parts, reducing friction and wear. It has no business being in the combustion chamber. When oil does get in there, it burns along with the petrol or diesel, and the result is that blue-tinted smoke. You might also notice a rather unpleasant smell, a bit like burning plastic or old cooking oil. Most often, it's due to worn-out internal engine components. One of the prime suspects is worn piston rings. Another common culprit, especially in older cars, is worn valve stem seals. A classic sign is a puff of blue smoke when you first start the engine from cold. If you spot blue smoke, the first thing to do is check your engine's oil level regularly using the dipstick. An engine burning oil will use more of it, so you'll need to top up more often than usual. It can foul spark plugs and damage your catalytic converter if left unchecked. Last but not least, let's tackle black smoke. If your car is chucking out clouds of dark, sooty black smoke, especially when you accelerate hard, it's a clear indication that the engine is running rich. In simple terms, there is too much fuel and not enough air in the combustion mixture. The engine is burning in excess of petrol or diesel, and the unburnt fuel particles are expelled as that thick black soot. You'll almost certainly notice a big drop in your fuel economy. Your car will be much thirstier than usual. It could be something as simple as a clogged air filter. Your engine needs to breathe in a huge amount of clean air to mix with the fuel. Replacing an air filter is cheap and often a DIY job. Start there. More complex causes can involve faulty fuel system components. A malfunctioning fuel injector stuck open or leaking can dump too much fuel into the cylinder. A faulty fuel pressure regulator is another possible cause. If simple checks don't help, get it checked professionally. Getting it sorted promptly is the smart move. Job done.